How are we doing?
Yep, we're good.
All right. Well, welcome back.
Thank you. I'm delighted to be back and delighted to be back for the last one in Park City. Very moving.
Well, there was a moment once we were back home and Salman was more like Salman that, I asked him, are you ready to look at the footage? And he said he was. And so we set up a projector and the material, and we kind of just spent time together going through different clips and moments and reliving it. And I think when we came to the end of that journey, we thought this is almost bigger than us. We have to share this. We have to go out with this. And so that's kind of where we began to think of it as something more than just a diary between us. Yeah.
Yeah, that's after, because Eliza had not allowed me to see the footage because she thought it would be too disturbing. And actually, it was right, because by the time I did watch it, I was feeling much better. And so that gave me a way of watching it without being too upset. But once we'd seen it together, then we initially approached Jason Richman at UTA, and we talked about wanting to think about a documentary, and through Jason we met Alex.
Yes.
And the moment we met him, we thought, this is the guy.
Yes.
Because it wasn't just that we admired his work, we've both seen a lot of his films, but just the way he talked about how he wanted to approach the subject. We thought, yeah, that's what we want, and so then it was a very easy relationship between the three of us.
Yes.
For you here at
I don't know if there's a most. I think that, there are moments I remember either in the audience or...
I've always thought that this kind of violent, ideologically driven behavior raises subjects which are more than just the fact that I got hurt. It raises the question of freedom and free expression and how we live in a civilized world and the breakdown of that civilization. And so I said to Eliza quite early on that I thought the subject was bigger than me. And it was really that spirit that made us want to offer it to the world.
I think he's worked through it, to be honest with you. And I think writing the book was part of him working through it. I think, first of all, he had to physically survive it. He had to recuperate physically. And then I think mentally and spiritually, he had to work through it. And his way of working through it as a writer was to write Knife.
Afternoon, actually, now, isn't it? Afternoon.
Sometimes you pick them, sometimes they pick you. In this case, this one picked me. I mean, Salman and Eliza reached out to me, and the very thought of doing something with Salman, and also with this footage that Eliza had taken, I couldn't turn it down. So that's really what led to this one.
I can switch back
I think the important thing is to tell a story. That's what I would say. And a story has conflict, a story has drama. A story also has a point of view. But unless the characters are living and breathing as characters, even in a documentary, it's not going to be interesting as a film, in my view. So that's how you do it. You just dig in. And you start looking for moments of truth and string them together in a narratively compelling way.